Happy Tuesday, a winning day yesterday. Let's keep it going. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. We are back, baby, with some more baseball best bets, more research help for Tuesday, September 5th. That's right, we are already 5 days into September. We got a lot to talk about. We have a $30 giveaway, which I will announce the winner here in just a second. But we have Thursday Night Football a couple days away. Guys, if that doesn't get your heart pumping, I don't know what else to tell you. I am jacked up. Me and my co-host, producer Ryan, we've been working on new graphics, making sure the video is going to be ready to roll. We got a fun show for you. We got a lot of bets, some research help, just a lot of football to talk about. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned for that. We're going to be recording it late Wednesday night our time, and it'll be out right after that. So look forward to that. Now, 127 comments. I am literally blown away. I'm not going to cry on camera, but I am blown away by the support we have had in the first year. Thank you for the positivity. Thank you guys for making us want to keep grinding and keep going every single day. It's for you guys, and you guys motivate us. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now, I wish I could give money to all of you, but I just can't. My wife wouldn't be happy about it. So here we go. $30 giveaway. The winner is at BC1762. That's right. At BC1762, you have won the $30 giveaway, the 1 year anniversary giveaway that we did. We'll reach out to you in the comments, get your Venmo, whatever it is that you use. Hopefully Venmo, and we'll get you that money. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel and for all the nice comments. I haven't responded to all of them, but I am planning on trying to get back to you guys here the next day or so. But thanks again. Other than that, guys, you know what I'm going to say. We got a big show for you today. Good hitter matchups, good pitcher strikeout matchups. We got the pitcher report, and we finish it off with the best bets. Let's get some winners again. Let's make it 3 winning days in a row. And without further ado, there's no more delay. Let's get right into it with the bets recap page. All right, there it is. A nice 3-in-1 day. Mr. Reagans of the Royals over 5.5 Ks for the 1.5 unit play of the day. He had 4 through 2 innings, and then he made us sweat it out, but he got 7. So if you couldn't get the line until it was 6.5, you still won because he hit it. Merrill Kelly over 17.5 outs and Justin Steele under 1.5 walks, guys. We were one less walk away from a 4-0 sweep. Justin Steele, the problem with how good he did is he threw 8 innings and threw over 100 pitches, which is not ideal in what we got going on, and he ended up walking 2. That's right. One too many batters from our 4-0 sweep. Merrill Kelly easily over 17.5 outs. He went 7 full innings. But that's all right. Trey Turner over 1.5 bases. How about a single in his first at bat? And then I think it was his second at bat where he hit a bomb. That guy is a man possessed right now. So that was a nice winner. Adley Rutschman, 1+ hit in Orioles money line. Well, Rutschman decided not to play, or his coach decided he wasn't going to play. But the Orioles did win. So that wasn't a full win. It was like a 0.6 of a unit win. But you know what? It's still a win because the Orioles took care of business. So 3-in-1 day as we try to dig out of our hole that we had last week or so. Up 2.11 units yesterday. Let's make it a third winning day in a row. But before we get into the good hitter matchups, we have a nice little promo for NFL Thursday Night Football. All right, it's time to talk some Thrive Fantasy and NFL Week 1 football. The free square for Thursday Night Football between the Lions and the Chiefs, it is up, and we got Mr. Patrick Mahomes, baby. Over a half a passing yard. They are giving you a free leg for a player prop parlay. If you sign up now, you get 100% first deposit match, guys. This is a great way to start getting ready for the NFL season and the MLB playoffs, the NBA coming around the corner. Up to $250. I mean, you put in $200 right now, you get 200 matched all the way up to 250. Use the promo code Jabo. It's a hell of a deal. Eligible in over 30 states. You use that, put that Mahomes free square with another leg, and there you go, guys. You make a 2-leg parlay, you get 3.2 times your bet. Make it a 3-leg, whatever you want to do. Add it to a baseball player prop, whatever it is, but they are giving you literally half of your 2-leg parlay and matching your first deposit. It is an unbelievable deal. You got to go join it. You got to use that promo code Jabo or the link below. Oh, baby, it's almost football season. All right, now, enough of the football talk. Back to the good hitter matchups. All right, it is a big day for hitters. We have 17 good hitter matchups for you for September 5th. Let's go check them out. Here are the first 11 right here, guys. Starts out with Pete, Polar Bear Alonso. How about 5 bombs off of Patrick Corbin? Not surprising because it's Corbin, but still impressive. Ketel Marte, how about 13 for 40 with 3 home runs versus Kyle Freeland, who struggles on the road. And then his teammate Evan Longoria has also hit 3 bombs off of Freeman, or Freeland, not Freeman. Anyways, we got a few Cleveland Guardians over there on the right against Sonny Gray, which is impressive. Stephen Kwan, 7 for 20 with a couple triples, actually. And then Josh Naylor, 6 for 16 with a couple bombs, and Miles Straw. So we got some interesting matchups for today. You see Nathaniel Lowe hitting pretty well against Framber Valdez as well. But yeah, that's page 1. Take a screenshot, get some winners. Let's go check out the final 6 matchups. And we got a few Astros players with Bregman hitting almost 500 off of Nathan Eovaldi, who, as of right now, it looks like he is coming off the IL to make his start. And Bregman and Maldonado hit pretty well against him. I would never use Maldonado in a hitter prop. Obviously, he's hitting like 9 in the lineup. It isn't that good of a hitter, but just had to put it on there. Eloy Jimenez, holy cow. Him and Tim Anderson, they are combined 16 for 32 against Brady Singer. Not too shabby at all. And then, of course, we end it with a Braves player, but it's Eddie Rosario, 4 for 8, 1 bomb versus Miles Mikolas. So that's what we got, guys. Those are the best hitter matchups for September 5th. I hope you guys just absolutely crush the hitter parlays, over bases, whatever it is that these help you with. Go get some winners. And now it's time for the good pitcher strikeout matchups. All right, let's talk some arms. We have 4 good pitcher strikeout matchups for September 5th, and it starts out with Mr. Tanner Bybee of the Guardians going up against the Twins. We all know what the Twins do. They swing at air quite a bit. Second highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 28.4%. Tanner Bybee, 125 Ks in 124.2 innings. He had 8 strikeouts in his last start versus the same Twins team, and he also faced him earlier this year and had 6 strikeouts versus them. The next one, the stud, Brandon Woodruff of the Milwaukee Brewers, going up against the Pirates. Pirates' 12th highest K percentage versus righties last 30 days. Not super high, still at 23%, but Woodruff is just the man. 49 Ks in 40 innings. He faced the Pirates earlier this year and he had 9 strikeouts against them. The third one, the man, the myth, the legend, the Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw versus the Marlins. Marlins now have the 7th highest K percentage versus lefties in the last 30 days at 25.3%. Kershaw 120 innings and 120 Ks in 112.1 innings. And the final one, Garrett Cole, the ace of the Yankees, going up against the Detroit Tigers. Tigers' 5th highest K percentage versus righties last 30 days at 26.9%. Cole, 188 Ks in 174 innings. He just faced this Tigers team in his last start, and he had 7 strikeouts. So those are the best pitcher strikeout matchups. Hopefully you guys get some winners. And now it's time for the pitcher report. All right, we got a full 15 game slate in the MLB today, and here are the first 8 matchups. If you are new to this screen, we got everything you need: the K percentage, walk percentage, how many hits they give up per 9 innings, and the starting pitcher average in the major leagues is at the very bottom, just so you have something to gauge it off of. We got some interesting matchups in this one. A pair of lefties, Clayton Kershaw and Jesus Luzardo in Miami. That's a pretty good matchup. Luzardo has beat me recently. The last 2 games he's been pretty unbelievable, only giving up like a few hits in those 2 games. And then Kershaw is just good for a solid 5 innings almost every start. So, and then Cole versus Faedo of the Tigers. Faedo hasn't been that bad. I'm not gonna lie. He's also due for some positive regression, as you see an expected ERA of 3.78. But other than that, Miles Mikolas versus no pitcher for the Braves. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think it matters who the pitcher is for the Braves. It is the Braves lineup versus Miles and Miles and Miles of Mikolas. It's not going to be pretty for him. Brandon Woodruff up there, a really good pitching matchup going up against TBD. TBD is just not very good. No, I'm just joking. But really, Woodruff is a stud. I mean, 32.2% K percentage. I know it's only 40 innings, but this is who he is. This is who he's been the last few years. But that matchup in Cleveland, I mean, maybe a little under there going on because we got Sonny Gray, Tanner Bybee. They faced each other before, but good ERAs. Bybee's been silently just really good this year for Cleveland. But yeah, anyways, that's what we got. We got a pair of lefties also in Washington, the nation's capital. But I mean, come on, who really cares? Quintana hasn't been bad, but Patrick Corbin is just hot garbage. So that's what we got. And I do have to mention this: Phillips for the Reds. We may talk about him later, but he's a rookie. This is Major League Baseball debut. Had to get brought up because of another pitcher getting COVID or something on the Reds. I don't know, something that I read. He strikes out a lot of guys. He has been doing that in the minors. His ERA's been okay, but he does strike out a lot of people. So Bryce Miller going up against him with a 4 expected ERA about. So those are the first 8 matchups. Let's check out page number 2. We got some interesting ones here. We got a good little Dylan Cease Brady Singer matchup. When I say good, I don't mean good. Brady Singer, I will say this: 5.15 ERA. He has been better at home. And Dylan Cease has just completely fallen off. I don't know what happened to him this year. It's probably because the White Sox suck. But he has a 10.7 walk percentage, been giving up a decent amount of runs lately. It just hasn't been pretty. And keep in mind, Walker up top for the Giants, more of like a bullpen opener, so don't expect a ton of innings from him. So when you see a 29.5% K rate, doesn't mean he's going to go 6 innings and strike out 7 or anything like that. So, and then down at the bottom, Michael Lorenzen, since his no hitter, it just hasn't been pretty. I don't know what it is about getting a no hitter, but it changes the man. It really does. I would love to find that out myself, but I'm not pitching in the majors. So, and speaking of that, Reed Detmers, since he almost threw a no hitter, has not been very good for most of this season. Dean Kramer is not exactly the best pitcher for the Orioles, but Angels are just a mess right now. So, good little matchup in Texas as the AL West race heats up. The Mariners need to pick it back up again. And then we got the Astros and Rangers. So at least one of those teams is losing. That's pretty good for a Mariners fan. But yeah, anyways, that's all the rambling I got, guys. Take some screenshots, get some winners, whether it's first 5 innings, strikeout props, walk props, whatever it is you want to do. Use this to go get some winners. So that is the pitcher report, and now it is time to try to chase our 3rd winning day in a row with some best bets. All right, game number 1 takes us out to the desert in Arizona, where, well, my only fun fact is that it's freaking hot in Arizona. That's all I know. Rockies at the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks money line minus 205. Rockies money line plus 170 with an over under of 9 runs. Best bet in this game, I got the D-backs minus 1.5 runs at plus 102. That's right. I love the odds, especially since we're getting minus 205 on the money line and it's already at plus 102 on the run line. So I like it, even though they are at home. So here we go. Kyle Freeland takes the mound for the Rockies. He's bad. He has a 5.18 ERA. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, well, he pitches in Coors Field. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. His ERA, literally on the road, is 5.32. So he's actually worse on the road than he is at home. His K percentage, this is what is just mind boggling to me. It drops massively when he goes on the road. So he has a 19.7% K rate at home in Coors Field. When he goes on the road, I'm not even kidding, 8.7% K rate on the road. That's only 8.7% higher than me, guys. That's just not good at all. He gave up 5 earned runs in 5.2 innings against Arizona earlier this year. I think Arizona is going to hit him early and often. And then we got Brandon Fat on the mound for the D-backs. I kind of like what I'm seeing from this young guy. I faded him earlier this season. He did have a rough start last start, but it was against the Dodgers. I'll get into that. But since July 22nd, when he started pitching again, he had like a month in between off. I don't remember if it's injury or just being demoted back down to AAA. But since July 22nd, 3 or less earned runs given up in 6 of his last of those 8 starts. Now, the only 2 he didn't give up less 3 earned runs or less were both against the Dodgers. It is what it is. He is now facing the Rockies, the absolute opposite of what the Dodgers are. Rockies 29th WRC plus. There's only 30 teams. That is not good at all. They have the highest K percentage versus righties as well. They just absolutely suck. Their WRC plus is like 81 or something in the last 30 days. And overall, I think this season it's around 82. 100 is average, just to let you know. That's weighted runs created, kind of an overall way to tell about your offense scoring runs. So I think with these offenses in this pitching matchup, D-backs should win by multiple runs pretty easily. In the D-backs' last 12 wins, not 12 games, but 12 wins, 10 of those 12 wins have been by 2+ runs. So pretty much they're winning every game by 2 or more when they do win the game, and I think they easily win this game. So give me the D-backs minus 1.5 as bet number 1. Let's move on to the second best bet. All right, bet number 2 is a hitter parlay, and you're going to find out. But 3 of my 4 bets today are plus money bets. We're going to take some chances. So here we go. 3-legger, Stephen Kwan, Trey Turner, and Ketel Marte, 1+ hit each at plus 139 on FanDuel. Here we go. Stephen Kwan of the Guardians. I have not bet him this year, I don't believe. He has 1+ hit 9 of his last 10. He is hitting 370 the last 7 days. And against Sonny Gray, he is 7 for 20, as you saw earlier in this video in the hitter matchups. And then behind Sonny Gray is a bad Twins bullpen, as we all know. Stephen Kwan's a guy that loves to slap some singles. He'll get some doubles here and there. All we need is a hit. I don't care how he gets it, infield single, whatever it is. Just need a hit from Mr. Kwan. Next guy, Trey Turner, the man, the myth, the legend. My freaking goodness, is he on a tear. Hitting 423 in the last 7 days. Leads the Major League Baseball with 43 total bases. Guys, 43. We talked about this yesterday because we bet his over bases, and he absolutely annihilated it. Gave us an easy win. He has 12 more total bases in the last 10 days than any other major league player on planet Earth. It's just absolutely bonkers. He is facing Avila. I don't know how he pronounces it. Gives up 8.6 hits per 9 innings average. He's been decent this year, but he's pretty much average. Nothing Trey Turner cannot handle at all. And then behind him is a bad Padres bullpen. So all I need is one hit from Trey Turner. It can be a single, but I almost went with his over 1.5 bases again today, but instead I included him in the hitter parlay. Third and final one, Ketel Marte of the D-backs. That's right, we're dipping into that game again, and we're going to dip into it again later today. 13 for 40 versus Kyle Freeland, as you saw earlier. He has 1+ hit in 10 of his last 12 games, and he does hit lefties better, which is what Freeland is. He's hitting 296, so almost 300 versus lefties this season. I like this bet, guys. Plus 139. Great value for three guys that have been on a roll and have good matchups. Give me Kwan, give me Turner, and give me Marte. 1+ hit each at plus 139. Now, let's move on to bet number 3. All right, bet number 3 is the biggest long shot on the board today for me. It is a pitcher prop parlay. That's right, we are going back to it. Framber Valdez under 5.5 strikeouts, and Kyle Freeland over 2.5 earned runs. That's right. We are dipping our toes again into that D-backs Rockies game. Let's start out with Valdez under 5.5 Ks, guys. His K percentage is going down every single month. In the month of August, this is the guy who is the favorite to win the AL Cy Young at the All-Star break. He had an 18.5% K rate in August. He's just been struggling. Only 1 K versus this Rangers team's last time he faced them. 1. All I need him to do is get 5 or less. If he wants to do 1, that would be fantastic. He's gone under 5.5 Ks in 6 of his last 8 games, and the Rangers right now are down to only 19.6% K rate in the last 2 weeks. In the last month, it's barely higher than that. So they're a above average team in regards to striking out least amount of times versus lefties. I love the matchup. 5.5 is too high. Should have been 4.5. I will gladly take the under 5.5. Now, that bet is too juiced to his minus 150, 60 range. So you can add it with anything else. If you're one of those people who is okay betting minus 150, 160, go for it. But I am going to add one more bet to it to make it a nice, juicy plus 170. And it's the guy we've been talking about. It seems like all video. Kyle Freeland over 2.5 runs given up. I've kind of mentioned all of it, to be honest with you. He's going up against the D-backs. D-backs have already hit him, scored 5 runs in 5 innings against them. And he's bad on the road. Barely misses any bats at all on the road. He has given up over 2.5 earned runs in 7 straight starts. This one is to reduce the juice. I know yesterday our juice reducer, great term by the way, juice reducer, was Justin Steele, and he blew it. He walked 2. We needed 1 or less. But I like these 2. That one I think is minus 150 on its own. Again, this is a little bit bigger long shot. These are not like 2 minus 250 bets, putting them together for even money. I got plus 170. I like the value for Valdez to go under 5.5 Ks. Freeland to give up over 2.5 earned runs for the 8th straight start. That is bet number 3. Now let's move on to that final best bet. All right, the 4th and final bet takes us out to Anaheim. I already gave you a fun fact on that yesterday. I got nothing except for Disneyland is there. That's all I got for you. All right, here we go. Orioles money line minus 144. Angels money line plus 122 with an over/under of 9 runs. These money line odds are a lot different on different sports books. So here we go. My best bet in this game. It's the Orioles team total over 4.5 runs at minus 125. They are going up against Reed Detmers, the lefty for the Angels. He just has not panned out. He really hasn't. 5.01 ERA overall this season. In the month of August, he had a 7.94 ERA. 7.94. And he only had a 13.8% K rate in the month of August. All those numbers are actually including the game where he almost threw a no-hitter, and he still has a 7.94 ERA, still has below a 14% K rate. It just hasn't been pretty for Mr. Reed Detmers. And behind him, we all know it. It's a bottom three bullpen. They're just awful. They're just thrown in the towel on the season. And then we got the Orioles offense. All we need is 5 runs against this Mr. Reed Detmers. They have the ninth best batting average versus lefties at a 273 in the last 30 days. 11th best WRC plus versus lefties. They're an above average team on offense. We know guys like Mountcastle can absolutely smash lefties. I would love a nice grand slam or something from Mountcastle. The Orioles. This is what I found out. They score 5.32 runs per game on the road. That is the fifth highest mark in all of Major League Baseball. This team can score, they can hit. They're one of the better lineups in baseball. We know it. I am surprised that I'm getting decent value or decent odds at minus 125 for them to only score 5 runs. They if they just hit their average, even below their average, and just score 5 runs, that's all we need is for them to hit a little below their average at 5 runs against a bad starting pitcher and a terrible bullpen. Plus, they are the road team, so they get 9 guaranteed at bats. I just love everything about this one. I was shocked. I thought it would for sure it'd be about 5.5 at even money. So I will take the team total for the O's over 4.5 at minus 125 as my last and final best bet of the night. Let's move to that bets recap page. All right, there it is. D-backs minus 1.5. Stephen Kwan, Trey Turner, Ketel Marte, 1+ hit each at plus 139. And then the long shot, Framber Valdez under 5.5 Ks and Kyle Freeland over 2.5 earned runs given at plus 170 on DraftKings. Then we finish it with the O's, put another beat down on the Angels. I don't even care if they win though. I just need the team total over 4.5 at minus 125. There it is, guys. It is Tuesday, September 5th. That means in 2 days, it is Thursday night football, baby. We will continue to do baseball during the weekdays. That's not changing. We have a huge football video that we're recording late Wednesday night. We're going to do player props on Friday night. It is going to be a ton of fun. Can't wait for you guys to join us. I want to hear all your best bets and all that. So thank you for all the support. That last video was incredible. How all the comments you guys left, the positive vibes continue. Thank you guys a lot. I appreciate it. And congrats to the winner on that $30 giveaway. So, hope everyone has a great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you later.